Hey everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds. I have a new unboxing that I'm going to start doing. It is from Simple Fishing and it's called Random Lure of the Month. I found this on Facebook actually, is where I saw the advertisement for it. It's an all-Canadian company, so it features Canadian lures, Canadian tackle, which is kind of good for me because everything I've been getting so far, a lot of times it's more related to the States and bass fishing and stuff, whereas up here we have walleye as sort of our main fish, and I'm always comparing what I get from the States as far as how it will do for walleye. So it's kind of nice to find a new subscription box that is based in Canada. So I signed up for it, give it a try. I'm gonna go ahead, I got my first one here, and I figured I would open it up, share with everybody, and we'll see how it actually does and whether it's going to be worth it to actually keep on going with it. The first thing that I notice with this box, just looking at the package, for example, if I look at a lure that just a standard sort of size lure that I would have, I'm guessing I'm not going to get much of that sort of thing in this box. It's pretty thin. So I'm kind of curious to see what I'm going to get. I didn't have a choice of choosing a particular species for this. It was just sort of the one subscription. So let's open it up and find out. Main selling point for this, like I said, is just the fact that it's a Canadian company. I like to support the Canadian stuff, and hopefully it's a little bit more relevant to what I fish for around here. Ooh, so first thing I got is some grubs, Dagger Active 5-inch. These are a nice color. It's sort of a brown with sparkles in them, sort of an earthworm color. They got the ribbed body and then the paddle, the twister tail on them. There's the brand is Fanatic, which is a brand I'm not familiar with. That's one nice thing about this box is going to be just finding some Canadian brands that I've never heard of before or never tried before. So this is the shape. I'm assuming this is just stuck here, so that'll be a twister tail. It's got kind of the fat front and the fat back end and a little bit of a skinnier part in the middle, so you can wacky rig that, or you can put it on Carolina rig or a jig and go with the twister tail action. But nice color on that, earthworm color with the sparkles. That'll do pretty well. Bondi Bait Company, Bondi Perch Black and Gold. So this is cool. I've never seen plastics quite like this. I'm not familiar with Bondi Bait Company, but these are a nice color. They're sort of they're called Bondi Perch, but they're not really much of a perch shape. They kind of look like, when I first opened the package, it looked more like leeches, but they've got this kind of funky shape, and the black sort of gray plastic with the gold sparkles in has a nice reflection there, so that'll be a good one to jig. Got the skinny tail there, which will give you lots of action in the water. It's good solid rubber. There's a good quality to that. I like that. That's sometimes you get these rubbers that are really soft, and the first time you put a hook through them, it's pretty much just one use because they tear up right away, but this has a good feel to it. Very slim profile, looking at it that way, but when you look at it from the side, it's got that interesting sort of that look to it. So that'll be interesting. I've never used anything quite like that, but I don't see why that wouldn't work pretty well. X-Zone Lures is actually a brand that I have had before. So I've got one or two other types of plastics from them, and these are some nice worms. Pro Series, Wacky Zone. So they got that nice scent to them. I don't know what they inject it with, but it kind of smells like licorice. They got a nice sort of dual color worm here with the brown on the top and then the lighter tan color on the bottom, and it's got this nice red sparkle all throughout it, and it's got that nice sort of balance where you can these are obviously, it says, you know, the wacky zone centered for perfect wacky rigging. So that's sort of what these are going to be used for. So the wacky rig on this will work really well. Good size for walleye around here, that's for sure. Pretty happy with that. I don't see any reason that won't work quite well. Though the last thing that I got, Combat Jigs Custom Baits. Not familiar with them. These look like little trout jigs. They're sort of a nice pink color, small. They got the rib body, they got the skinny tail, and they got a little bit of sparkle in them. Tiny. I wouldn't use these for walleye or bass around here. They're a little bit small for that. But throw on a small little jig head on that or a small hook in there, and that's a perfect trout plastic for the trout ponds around here. I'm assuming they'll have some scent to them. No, just your basic. They got some sort of liquid on them. I'm assuming is a scent. It doesn't smell like anything to me, but I'm assuming that's some sort of a scent for the fish. And then lastly, what's in the box? So the card that tells me everything in the box with the retail value of each of them, and you know, link to their Facebook and everything. So list them all off, gives the value. It's about it's a little bit more than what I paid for the box, so can't argue with that. All in all, I'm a little disappointed that I only got plastics. I was hoping for a little bit more variety, but the plastics that I got, can't argue with that. I mean, they're good. They're ones that I don't have yet, and I think they'll work really well around here, all of them. So not too bad. I'm hoping maybe in the next box or the next couple boxes that I get more of a variety. If it's just going to be plastics, I don't know if I'll continue with it, but for now, gotta say I'm happy. Looks like really good quality stuff. Some brand names I'm not familiar with, so I'm gonna keep my subscription going until now, and we'll see how it turns out. The random lure of the month from Simple Fishing, simplefishing.ca, Canadian company. Gotta love it. So if you like that, watch for future ones. Hit that like button, subscribe. Don't miss an episode. You'll see what comes in the next box. Apparently, it's because Canada's 150th birthday. So the next box for July, of course, Canada Day is July 1st. Is supposed to be pretty epic from what they've sent out in their promotions. It's all obviously Canadian themed stuff, but it's supposed to be an extra special box. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you outside.